Shout out to Money Brown, man. Smith Jr. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV. And keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on at the Fight War? This your boy Money back with another one, man. And this one here is on the big dog in this fight game and the up-and-coming rising star. We got Canelo Alvarez, the 4th Division World Champion, the Unified Super Middleweight World Champion, looking to be undisputed when he take on Caden Plant November the 6th for the IBF Super Middleweight World title. And then we got Edgar Berlanga, a rising star at the 168-pound division, one of the hottest young stars in the game that's trying to make his name. You know, Edgar Berlanga came out and he keeps screaming out Canelo name. They want to face Canelo, right? But Canelo want to let Edgar Berlanga know, bro, you are not ready for me, kid. You are not ready for me. Now, like I said, we all know Canelo is the top of the food chain at the super middleweight division. He holds 3 titles, the WBC, the WBA, and the WBO world titles. Looking to get the IBF Super Middleweight World title off of Caden Plant November the 6th, like I said, when they face off in Las Vegas for the undisputed title. So, Canelo Alvarez, #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, the hottest fighter on the planet. Everybody want a piece of him. Everybody want a piece of Canelo. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and you're gonna always have a target on your back when you're the #1 man in boxing, right? So, Canelo understands these things. He understands that kids are going to link their name to him. He understands that former world champions and world champions are going to want to fight him because he's the money man, and he's the guy that you can beat instantly and become something like a star overnight. So, Edgar Berlanga, you know, got a lot of hype behind him, right? Got a lot of hype going behind him, things of that nature, and he feel like that he is one of the hottest things in boxing at this moment. And when you're young, you're going to feel that type of way, bro. You're going to feel like you're invincible. You're going to feel like you're unbeatable. You're going to feel like you want to fight the top of the top that's in the game. Now, credit to Edgar Berlanga. He did say in a couple years he want to see Canelo Alvarez. But he feel like, you know, that Puerto Rican and Mexican showdown will be one of the hottest fights in a business, you know. But Edgar, you still young. You still young. You still got a lot to learn. You still got a lot of growing to do. A lot of growing to do. You understand what I'm saying? You're barely scratching the surface. You know, you're barely fighting competition. And, you know, Canelo is just Canelo, man. He's on a whole different level right now. The man is the #1 guy in the game, bro. Like the great Sugar Ray Leonard said about Mikey when Earl fought him, because Mikey is Mikey. It's because Canelo is Canelo. And when you say Canelo name, everybody knows who he is, whether people want to admit it or not. You dig? So, Canelo, man, his 4th division, trying to do something special by becoming the first undisputed champion at the super middleweight division. You know, he's just on a different level, man. He's just on a different level. And Canelo understand, he been in Edgar Berlanga's shoes before. He understand when you're younger, you feel like you this, that, and the third, right? But he also faced the top of the top, and now he is the top of the top. You know what I mean? When you face the cream of the crop, and when you become the cream of the crop, you understand it like clockwork, bro. You understand it like clockwork. So it's no hard feelings towards Edgar Berlanga with Canelo Alvarez. But it is the thing of, wait your turn, kid. If you get there, and I bless you with the opportunity, then good for you. But right now, you know, we seen Edgar go down to less opponents. I mean, lesser competition, let me say that, right? Everybody know what happened in the sparring with him and Erickson Lubin, which people try to put that on him. I don't put those type of things on this kid. I don't. Like I say, I'm not mad at Edgar Berlanga for wanting to fight Canelo Alvarez. You're supposed to want to fight Canelo Alvarez. You're supposed to set the bar that high to where you see somebody of that stature and you want what he got, you're supposed to try to fight him. You're supposed to try to get there, right? You're supposed to try to get there. So when we look at Edgar Berlanga, like I say, he got a long way to go. A long way to go. But he do got some pizzazz in him. He do got some charisma. He know how to talk his shit in a press conference. You seen how he came there, you know, he's a little flashy, you know, and he getting a lot of recognition out here with celebrities and things of that nature. Been to Snoop Dogg house, Fat Joe vouched for him, you know, so he's doing a lot of things good to promote himself and to keep himself known out there. And, you know, when it's time for him to fight, to put, you know, the spotlight on him. And I don't knock it. You feel me? I don't knock it at all. But you talking about fight Canelo Alvarez, and you thinking you ready for him, you know, you get yourself fucked over and get yourself fucked around. You know, you'll get yourself fucked over and get yourself fucked around. Because we got to understand Canelo Alvarez is still young, 30 years of age. If you're saying you're ready for Canelo in 2 years, Canelo will be 32 going on 33. Canelo will still be in his prime. He will still be in his prime, and he would have only gotten better. Only gotten better learning from experience from fighting whomever he's facing inside that square circle. And lately, he's been facing nothing but champions. So, with that being said, when you fight the best, you sharpen your skills up. Whether people want to give Canelo credit for his hard work or not, when you fight the best, you sharpen up your skills, bro. Period. So with Edgar Berlanga, you know, you think in 2 years you will be on that level, but it's going to take you more than 2 years to get to the Canelo level, bro. It's going to take you more than 2 years to get to a Canelo Alvarez level, because Canelo has faced the best of the best in each division he's went to, and he is the best of the best out there right now, and he's just a bad motherfucker. Skill set wise, he possessed everything skill set wise. You know what I'm saying? Got the talent, got defense, counter shots, can box. He ain't got the best foot moving, but he make up with those things in other departments. You understand me? Unlike other fighters. You feel me? Unlike other fighters. But Canelo IQ is through the roof. He's a thinker inside that square circle. He's just not out there just throwing, just to be throwing shit. Right? He calculates his punches. He's precise with his punches. And he don't waste punches, bro. He's not going to waste any punches. So for somebody like you, Edgar, who come in there, you only got that power shot right now. You be looking for that power shot. You got a good jab when you use it at times. But once Canelo get to your body, bro, and once he get to feint you and get you reaching and countering your ass, it'll be over, right? It'll be over. It'll be good night, check right. It'll be lights out. It'll be lights out, bro. Canelo will put Edgar Berlanga lights out. And I don't want to see it happen to the kid too early. You feel me? I like Edgar Berlanga. I know a lot of people talk a lot of shit about him, this, that, and the third. I like him. I want you to grow in the sport, right? I want you to watch Canelo and probably learn from Canelo. Learn how to move first. You dig what I'm saying? Sharpen up your skills, sharpen up your defense. You don't have to try to be him. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to try to be him, but you damn sure got to respect what he's doing in the game. And I think Edgar Berlanga respect what Canelo is doing in the game. I just think these kids be wanting so much, and, you know, they get a little hype around themselves to where they believe, they really believe that they are the best of the best out there. You know what I'm saying? And when you're in this fight game, you have to believe that you are the best. I won't knock no fighter that says he's the best. You're supposed to believe that way and think that way. I'm not going to knock you. I'm not going to be pissed off at you. I'm not going to try to criticize you or none of that type of shit. I'm giving you your just due. I'm giving you your just due, and that's how you're supposed to think. You feel me? But at the end of the day, you're not ready, Edgar. You're not ready, and I'm going to be real. I don't think you'll ever be ready for Canelo Alvarez. Your style, the way you fight, and Canelo's style, the way he fights, styles make fights, I think Canelo would beat you 10 times out of 10 if you're at your best and he's at his best. I don't think there's nothing you can do to beat Canelo. Power alone is not going to beat Canelo Alvarez. The man has one of the best chins in boxing. You understand? One of the best chins in boxing. So power alone is not going to get the job done. It's really not going to get the job done, bro. You're going to need more than that power. You're going to have to step in there. You're going to have a high IQ. You're got to have a high skill set. You got to have good defense, and you got to be willing, which I think you are, willing to go in there and fight with Canelo Alvarez. And I think you are willing, but I just think Canelo would be too much for you, kid. I really do. I think he'd be too much for you, and he's just the man right now, bro. He's just the man, and like I say, Canelo is only getting better. He's only getting better, bro. He's not taking no steps back. He's not losing anything. He's the man, bro. He's a gym rat. He stay in the gym. He stay working his craft. He stay learning from his craft. And when anytime he's under that bright light, that boy know how to show up to the dance. You feel me? He know how to show up to the dance. So it's going to take more than power and a little attitude to think you're going to beat Canelo Alvarez. You know what I mean? And Canelo understand these things. He understand that you're just a youngster coming up in the game, because he once was there. He was there where you was at in your position, even though when he was in your position, he was a world champion and he had better skills and things of that nature. This is no knock to Edgar. But he understand coming up, when you're young, you're going to want the best. You feel me? When he was 23, he fought arguably the greatest fighter of all time in Floyd Money Mayweather. When he was 23, he fought Arslan de Lara, somebody that was 29, 30 years old with all the skills in the world. You feel me? fighting Austin Trout, another skillful motherfucker in the world. So 22, Shane Mosley, like Canelo was young, fighting high-level competition, you feel me, and gaining the experience. And you boys not getting down like that. Y'all not fighting the competition that Canelo fought at y'all age, bro. You understand? So Canelo is just different. He's a different animal. He's a different beast. That's why he's the #1 fighter in the world. That's why he get the recognition that he get. That's why his people love him the way they love him. That's why his fans love him the way they love him. That's why he's pulling in the money that he's pulling in. I'm going to repeat that. That's why he is pulling in the money that he's pulling in, and everybody want to fight him because they know that Canelo Alvarez is their meal ticket. Canelo Alvarez will set them up for the rest of their life, right? And when you reach that status of Canelo Alvarez, you get on that stage, you face Canelo, you get a whole lot of experience, bro. You get a whole lot of experience, and you get a whole lot of recognition, which people not going to try to give him credit for. You get a lot of recognition, bro, and that's a fact. So, Edgar Berlanga wanted to fight Canelo Alvarez, calling out Canelo Alvarez. I have no problem with it. Only thing I say, kid, take your time, be careful what you wish for, right? Instead of trying to rush to Canelo, you might need to learn and watch Canelo. Go watch the old Canelo. Perfect your craft. See how he moves. And then, when you start facing top competition and you getting on that level, then come back and try it to see if you can get a fight. If your recognition is up there and if you earn the fight. But right now, Canelo Alvarez is after the big fish. He's on a whole different level, bro. It's a different tax bracket. It's a different mindset. And, you know, Canelo just fucked Edgar Berlanga up. I'm going to call it for what it is. He'll fuck Edgar Berlanga up and he'll fuck his entire career up. And I don't think his promoters want that. You feel me? So, Edgar, stay away from Canelo. I understand you're trying to attach your name. Ain't nothing wrong with that. People attach their name to Floyd Mayweather to get a little recognition. You're going to get the recognition. But you don't want to get inside that ring with Canelo for real, bro. I promise you that. I promise you that. Because if you do, you know, you might have to go turn into a model or some shit. Because Canelo will rearrange your face and fuck you up badly, kid. So, continue your career. Learn from the best. Before you fight the best, you know, study them. And then see if you got a chance. But right now, it's no comparison. Good luck to you in the future. Shouts out to Canelo. Good luck November the 6th. Go out there, beat the shit out of Caleb Plant, snatch that title, and move on to the next. Until then, it's your boy Monty. It's the NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the videos. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.